Meta Secret have some cool curveballs here. Axe is kind of coming back, like they said, but having the support Abaddon and a safe lane Dragon Knight, I think is very creative. Zai took a lot of tower hits there. He almost died. Nice, indeed.
That is very rough.
Now Ilias could be in trouble, though. They might run down.
No telekinesis yet. Has the Fade Bolt, though. Should be enough for the first blood. So he is farming quite well right now. Now the initiation is there, but the telekinesis just in time. But Storm is going to get bursted down if he's not careful. Able to get to the other side of the river. As the initiation now from Zai onto Save that looks to be the sacrificial lamb for VP.
But they end up losing the Scarith. And now we have the problem for Virtus Pro, I think. If this triangle control gets lost, they will find Zai. See if they can get it done.
Super tanky. A Phonic Shield nearby as well from Puppey. Telekinesis now onto the Storm Spirit. The RP onto 2. Mystic Flare to follow. Breathe Fire as well. They lose the Storm Spirit pretty much immediately. It's going to cost Zai his life, though. So 1-for-1 is now Secret on the retreat. Epileptic Kid still wants to chase. Has a Mask of Madness in tow. There's the concussive shot connecting. Matu not able to help his friend out. So now it's a 2-for-1 as Matu looks to be the third. VP, despite losing the Storm Spirit, win this fight. Although Nisha is still alive, he's going to get skewered to the other side. DM staying alive thanks to that mechanism. Nisha was able to get that more strength up just in time, but looks to be dead regardless. An ultra kill for Epi. Although, like we talked about, Deso is online for Epileptic Kid. Trying to finish the BKB, just the recipe away now.
Puppey's going to break the smoke this time. That's much better.
BK takes out the courier in the meantime, but there's the initiation from Zai. Does he do enough damage to get a kill? Looks like the Undying is being the first to fall. Magnus is the second. The RP did come offline, though. Zai looks like he's going to drop in tow. So it's a 2-for-1. Tombstone is placed at the high ground. Epileptic Kid trying to take it out as he continues to attempt to get out of dodge. But there is the stun from Nisha, and that should be a Roshan now for Secret.
Tombstone, you kind of want to place it in a way that not only does it stay in the fight, but you want all the vision it gives. It's a very underrated aspect of the spell. It gives huge vision. Oh, they found Nisha. Is Aegis.
That is the Aegis. Just edging there as he waveforms down to safety.
Kind of give invisible net worth. So I don't think Secret out of the woods at all.
They have enough burst to take out Matu. Looks like the answer to that is absolutely. And Zai actually initiates in himself. And yeah, the Blade Mail doing a hefty amount of damage, but Epileptic Kid looks like he'll live through the day, pops the BKB just to be sure of himself.
Really good backstab from VP.
Yeah, VP. We have the Blur online right now. I don't think they have vision of this right now as well, but it looks like they're going to find a Magnus on the backside. So Zai instantly able to initiate there. Now he's going to take a ton of damage as a result of this initiation from the Storm Spirit, zipping past left and right. And with that, VP just clean up 2 in the blink of an eye. And now Nisha in quite a bit of trouble as he's in a 3v1 situation. Turns himself into Storm Spirit. Sadly for him, he won't be able to get the ult as a result. Matu won't be able to save his comrade. And as a result of this, despite losing their Magnus at the beginning of the fight, and Nisha, he blade in tow as well. Puppey is baiting. He doesn't have ult. There's the initiation from Matu onto Undying, but there's the beautiful RP onto 2 into the Mystic Flare. And just like that, Secret lose 3. Make it 4 with Yapzor. And now Nisha attempting to get out. Waveform in 4 seconds should be good, but his entire team is dead.
I think they would have... I mean, that's easy to say after that fight, right? That felt a little bit forced. They might have been wise to wait. Puppey didn't have ulti yet. He frontlines. He gets insta-killed together with the Dragon Knight. And again, they're liking these BKBs.
I mean, DK form's still down for another 30 seconds. So this actually would be a really good fight for VP in theory. I'm going to start things off onto Puppey. Borrow time eventually going to go off, or attempt to proc it. There we go. BKB pop by Epi. He's going to jump into the back line now. Zai with that blade mail. Not going to do a whole lot against the BKB. And the right click will commence, and Zai just gets destroyed. And now Epi turns his sights onto the DK. They've lost their Storm in the meantime, so a little bit better fight here this time around for Secret. As Nisha able to wait from the other side.
Good switching between the PA and Morph form, getting maximum value out of his spells. Still not enough, unless they clean up the rest of his team. So he can just flat out just go in. Even on the Abaddon, he can just start the fight. It doesn't matter. We're going to see that here. Just going to open force the Blade Mail, and
borrow time down again. Tombstone is there. Zai jumps in, but the RP to counter him completely onto 2 heroes. Puppey looks to be dead. Zai looks to be next. As now GPK jumps on in, going for the Yapzor kill, but he has to be careful because he's very low on mana. Nisha jumps in, ends up turning into PA for the time being, but Bloodstone is activated. Epi just chasing Nisha now. at this stage of the game with a PA. Mystic Flare actually completely whips. Did get off to a decent start. As we see another zip in, this time onto Matu, right under his own tier 3 tower, and he is dead. No buyback to speak of, didn't even have time to use his ult, not that that would have helped. Telekinesis on Epileptic Kid, he's just going to continue to chase Blade Mail. He is not afraid of it. Double Blade Mail, in fact. The skewer back now into the RP. Puppey pops that borrowed time, but all the damage being applied to Nisha right now. Trying to stay alive in the midst of the dead bodies of other secret members. And this looks to be the beginning of the end of game 1. In an absolute stomp for VP. Secret got off to a decent start, but they just got outfarmed, and a couple of those fights just did not go their way. As GGs are called.
They fight themselves on their own high ground, get the Roche, but then the Aegis doesn't get realized. They just lose it for nothing.
Save is smoked right now. Nisha, only 300 HP at the moment.
Good Astral.
Astral, very nicely done, but it's going to set up the LSA into a toss, potentially. And that is... whoop! Pops the Fairy Fire at the last moment.
He's got it now.
Looks like he will go down regardless, though, as Nature's Prophet did come out to attempt.
So this way you get the maximum gold out of it, because you have one hero in the jungle and a guy in the lane that's way less valuable. Oh, Nisha just walked in. He could just get comboed now, though.
Ava tossed back into the fray. LSA and Laguna Blade expended, and that is a dead Nisha again. And the tier 1 tower in a lot of peril, but the LSA is going to connect onto Puppey now. Looks like the Dragon Slave and a right click are enough to suffice. The Zai has to be forced to TP in. Arrow's going to connect, but it's only on an Undying.
So yeah, I mean, as far as the gold looks, it looks even, right? Secret have the same net worth roughly as
Chronosphere.
VP.
Nisha, a nice sprout there from Puppey, delaying things a bit as the Arrow is going to connect. I'm not sure that's going to be enough to actually kill off the Faceless Void. Doesn't have time off for another 8 seconds, actually. I forgot that he used that, so that's going to be an easy kill for Secret in the end. And it looks like Save is going to follow suit, so 2-for-0 exchange.
Runes are about to spawn
here. Avatos. Zai taking the brunt of that damage, but it looks like Save might be the one that gets cleaned up with that amplified damage applied. But Laguna Blade to follow, so Zai might end up getting traded. He's going to pop the salve in the meantime. GPK going to get healed thanks to Ilias's Soul Rip. Puppey continuing the right clicks. Corrosive Haze not going to be enough. Looks like that is a death for Lina, so 2-for-1. Ilias shall survive.
He hit that timing so much later that got to find some way of getting that back up.
Oh, Arrow actually will connect onto the Undying. Chronosphere onto
really
2 heroes. One is in the air. That is Zai, but looks like he'll fall very far and die immediately. Zai with the Corrosive Haze onto Epileptic Kid and the bash to follow. Looks like Epileptic Kid is just going to go for the right-click battle. Eventually goes into the Time Walk, gets bashed again into the Arrow. That is enough for Secret to take out that pesky Void.
And now Zai is stealing it, so now Zai could get caught.
Yeah, Time Walk in, there's the Chronosphere. Yapsor has the Arrow available, but with the Avatos, eventually... okay, the Crush and the Arrow were there, but DM from the side, Sidewinder Timbersaw gets the nice clip onto the old Slardar. Puppey in the meantime showing off the Meteor Hammer at this tier 2 top, attempting to TP out, but will not be so lucky.
Uncommon is
very lopsided.
There's like 2 supports on the Dire side that are super low net worth, and then there's 4 that are on par on Secret. Like all of them have found some decent farm, and then the 3 of the top 4 cores are easily VP. So while the gold is even, this distribution is extremely unusual in this patch.
Sphere onto 2, Tombstone on the high ground as well. Looks like Puppey's going to be the first to fall in this engagement. Nisha gets off the Astral. Of course, he has the Aegis, remember. His DM is going to put that Chakram right in the middle of multiple heroes. Sandy's Eclipse onto 3 heroes doing massive damage. It's a 3-for-1, but that includes the Aegis. And here comes Nisha, going to be completely surrounded in the midst of Ilias's ultimate, attempting to right-click to get that amplified damage. And the Soul Rip, in addition to Chakram, is more than enough. A 3-for-1. If you want to count the Aegis, that's a 4-for-1. And is this the second bear?
Oh, heroes are based on the ward that they have in the bottom jungle and the heroes that showed mid. And they're going to find the Crown Jewel here.
Nisha. The Crown Jewel indeed. Gets off the second Astral. The arrow's going to connect. He's going to save himself for a little bit. Tombstone is applied, but you can see on the minimap that nobody from Secret is even remotely close. Not worrying about this at all. Puppey does get off 1 Meteor Hammer onto the tower, but it might cost him his life, potentially. Oh, all right. Sprout to follow, but GPK, LSA missed. Man, Puppey is juking and jiving left and right. Still going to die, but he's going to do it in style, Synderen. It's going to cost them Laguna again.
Save yourself the time. Get more map pressure in. Push out the lanes a bit quicker.
Matu's bear's in a lot of trouble. Zai, he initiates in to try to save the bear. Might cost him his life. He's actually at the safety for now. This fight has kind of segregated a bit here. Matu continuing to chase with that MKB. LSA is going to connect again. Yeah, Chrono's still online. Looks like the first bear is going to be down. There's the Chrono onto 2. Very tanky lone druid on the side, so they're going to focus on Nisha instead. Laguna again is up some way, somehow, so Nisha is donezo. Arrow is there as well, but Matu will not live through the day. So 2 for nothing, and they're 2 most important heroes.
I think they will put it on Evelyn's kid. And he will now feel super confident going in. There's a cheese on this one as well.
Fight like 4-1, 5-0.
Yeah. I think it's definitely a big part of their drafting today as well. I really like the way their teamfight execution looks. They're getting a shitload of value out of Undying as well. No.
Oh dear, Nisha.
Completely
Will
wrong.
Laguna Blade be used? Yes! The answer is always yes! In case you were wondering.
I think you were more excited about that than GPK was.
You don't
He's
know
probably
that.
like, nice guys.
Epileptic Kid jumps in. They don't have vision on Puppy as of right now, but eventually comes out of Invis and brought
GG.
down easily. This is going to be a tier 2 tower. GG called another 2-0. We are the 2-0 masters, Synderen. For whatever reason, every game we cast is 2-0.